So there still is this expectation, even if your budget does stay the same, that you're going to have to do more. So what we do is first focus on what we know works. So we call that core. So we take about 70% of the budget and we say, okay, this 70%, this is our core. And this, we're going to use known tactics that we feel really comfortable with. And then we're going to go to explore, sort of the next layer of the framework. And we're going to take 20% of the budget and we're going to say, okay, we are going to just go outside of our comfort zone a little bit. Let's try something, maybe just adjacent to what we know. And then for that last 10%, we're going to call that explore. So that is where we're going to take some money and we're going to say, let's do something new. Because even when you are in an environment where, you know, your budgets may be either shrinking or staying the same, that doesn't mean you can't be looking out there at technology, what's going on, what's happening. You know, new things are coming all the time, which makes it really exciting, you know, but, you know, you have to really look and be mindful and you know, intentional on, you know, what are those new tactics that you're going to try. So we would never recommend going out with a big chunk of your budget on something unknown, but set 10% aside. So we call it core, more, explore. So we've got our 70%, our 20%, and our 10%. And that way we feel like we've got kind of a good framework to look at, you know, in that planning stage. What are we going to do that we know well? What are we going to kind of be willing to, you know, go outside the borders on a little bit? And then what's that 10% that we're going to try something new?
Everything is content that we're asking people to interact with.
Mm-hmm.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, in terms of content being not important to the success of the business, 1, 10, vital to the importance and success of the business, how would you rate content?
Well, I don't know what all your guests say. I feel like it's a 10. I feel like when you put messaging out there, we could place the best campaign with the best targeting and the best optimization. But if the message doesn't resonate,
Right.
then, you know, what have we achieved? You know, the customer's just going to look right past it. I think especially today, I have seen, what did people get, 124 emails a day or something?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think that people get, you know, we're so bombarded, you know, it has to be content that's relevant. And what we've really been focusing on is content that builds that relationship, you know, that helps build trust. And, you know, and again, depending on, do I have on my PowerChord corporate marketing hat? Do I have on my client B2C hat? You know, changes, but, you know, especially thinking, you know, about it from the PowerChord side, we need to be thought leaders. We need to provide value. You know, that's what we really think about. How can we provide content that's going to help somebody do their job better? How can we provide content that's going to help somebody learn something new or think about something in a new way? And when we do that, that is building a relationship, it's building trust. And that's really what we want to do. And I don't know any way to do that besides with really good content. I think the content development is absolutely part of the core. And then where I would say getting into the explore and the more in the explore is probably where that content goes. So how do you syndicate that content? You know, do you launch your own podcast? Do you create a webinar series? Do you host an event? You know, that could really be something that could be a way to get your content out there. Maybe though would be a test to see, you know, is that something that's engaging to people? So I think the development of the content is core. What you then do with that content and how you get that out to your audience, I'd say that is going to maybe more where you play around a little bit and test out some different things.